Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm gonna be doing an updated Q&A for you guys. So I asked you guys on my community tab on YouTube to ask me questions for this video. If you guys are confused, I'm a little confused myself on how this works. So if you know how it works, please let me know down below in the comments. But if you have the YouTube app on your phone, or if you just watch YouTube on your desktop computer, if you scroll over to my channel and then go to the community tab right here, any updates that I have I put on there, or anytime I'm doing a Q&A, just like some important information, make sure to check my community tab. I think sometimes it shows up like on the homepage or subscriptions box. Not really sure. I don't think a lot of you guys saw it this time, because last time I did a Q&A and asked you guys to ask me questions 4 months ago, I got 91 questions. So this time I only got 19. So I'm gonna try and answer all of them. But yeah, so just let me know how this works. Like if you guys get updated through the homepage or subscriptions page, or if you just have to go and check my community tab, let me know, because I have no idea, honestly. So anyways, I'm just gonna be answering a bunch of your guys' questions that you asked me. I love doing these videos. I haven't done one in a couple months, and it was time to do an updated one. So if you missed out on asking me a question this time, I will definitely do one again in like 2 to 3 months. I love doing these, just kind of like update you guys and give you some advice, I guess, and more insight on my life. So if you guys are excited for this video, then let's go ahead and get started. This definitely isn't like a really juicy Q&A. Usually I put like, oh, ask me juicy questions to spice it up a little bit, but I forgot to do that this time. So they're more like generic questions. I mean, some of them are juicy, but it's definitely more of like a generic Q&A, which is fine. I love those. So I'm gonna start with the ones that got the most like thumbs up. A lot of them got thumbs up. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely do those. Oh my gosh, I'm like so bad with like pronouncing names. Amula A-M-U-U-L-A asked a bunch of questions. So I'm just gonna like pick some of the ones that I think I should answer. I don't know. So she asked, what is your dream vacation? My dream vacation is Hawaii, even though I've already been there. Another spot that I want to try out is Bora Bora. I think that would be really, really cool. Okay, so she also asked, if you had $1 million, what or how would you spend it? So if I had $1 million, I would definitely donate some to charities and organizations and to my church. I would tithe it, donate it, and I would definitely invest some of it and like grow the money, and probably buy a house. Honestly, maybe not, because I'm literally 21 and I don't know where I'm living after college, so that probably wouldn't be smart. I could save up for a house though. And then she also asked hot or cold weather. I like both, honestly. I love having like 4 different seasons, and in North Carolina you get that. You get the summer, spring, fall, and winter. North Carolina weather is really bipolar though, but I will have to say I like both like equally. I like fall fashion, winter fashion, and I like summer and spring fashion. And I like experiencing both. She also asked, what's your #1 advice to people that want to start their own channel? I would say definitely do it. You don't have to buy a camera right away. I did. It was just like a cheaper camera than what I have now, obviously. But I literally just one day woke up, decided to buy a camera. It was like $300, $200. Bought it, started my channel. And I started off vlogging, but that was like my first video. I definitely would not recommend you do that if you are looking to grow your channel. And yeah, because if you're not famous already, people don't really want to watch your vlogs if they don't really know you, you know? If you have a following on Instagram, that's different. You could start off vlogging like 100%, but like me, that was not a smart move. Even though I just want to do YouTube for fun, like I had no idea like this was gonna turn into like my job. I had no idea. I just wanted to do it for like the memories, and just I loved like the idea of filming and also having it for memories and stuff. But if you are looking to turn this into a job, it takes a while. Be patient. It took me like 1.5 years, 2 years to like actually get somewhere. And that was with consistent uploads, which you should be doing, consistently uploading for sure. Good thumbnails. But yeah, I would definitely wouldn't start off vlogging. I would find your niche. And like my niche is like hauls and like fashion and stuff like that. And once you find your niche, you will find an audience that your niche can cater to, if that makes sense. Let me know if you want like a whole video on that. I could totally do that. I know I have a video from a while ago of like how to start your YouTube channel and like what equipment and stuff that I use, but that was so long ago. And then the last question that I'm gonna answer from her is, do you have a celebrity crush? I do. I have 2. I have a couple. Michael B. Jordan and Chris Brown. Oh my God. Especially Michael B. Jordan and Creed. And Jacob Elordi, or Elordi. from Euphoria is really hot too. Abigail asked, what skincare product could you not live without? I love trying new things and I feel like you have good taste. Definitely my Tatcha, the Dewy Skin Cream. I literally just purchased like my 5th one or 6th one yesterday. I love it. It's just a really good hydrating, moisturizer, and it's very expensive. I think it's like $68, but it's totally worth it. I remember I bought it as soon as it came out 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago, because I was really struggling with dry skin during that time. I was in Colorado and the altitude and just the really cold climate like destroyed my skin. Like it was peeling, it was so dry. And I remember it came out, so I ordered it, saved my skin 100%, and now I've never used another moisturizer since. So if you have normal to dry skin, this will be your lifesaver. If you have oily skin, I would go with the water cream for sure. Don't use this if you have oily skin. Miss Burnett asked, how do you afford so many luxury items? And this got 9 thumbs up. So if you guys didn't know, I do YouTube as my main source of income. I have had a couple other jobs I'll talk about later in the Q&A because I think there's another question about something similar. But I have had other jobs besides YouTube. Like when I first started, obviously it wasn't my job. It didn't become like a job until like 1.5 to 2 years into my YouTube journey. But anyway, so yeah, YouTube is my main source of income. And I am a college student, so I know a lot of people are like confused on how I'm able to afford like an apartment and my tuition and like books and all these luxury items. Sorry guys, my camera ran out of storage. Anyways, I know a lot of people are confused on how I'm able to afford like my kind of lifestyle that I live with being in college. And to be honest with you, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I've always been honest with you guys. And I know a lot of YouTubers aren't, so I'm not gonna be that kind of YouTuber. My parents don't pay for any of my clothes unless it's like a birthday or Christmas gift or something like that, but they don't pay for my clothes. They don't pay for my luxury items unless it is gifted to me like from them for a gift. But literally I'd say 90% of my luxury collection is stuff that I bought, maybe 80%, because they have bought me like 3 or 4 bags as like presents and stuff. But most of my luxury items I purchase myself with the money that I get from YouTube. So my parents do help me out with my rent because they want me to be in college, and they knew I like really didn't want to dorm. Like I was so adamant about not dorming. I don't know, I just like to have my own space. And anytime I would have a sleepover as a kid, like I would just like have so much anxiety because like I wanted them to leave. Even if they were like my best friend, like I just wanted my own space. I've always been like that. So they knew I didn't want to dorm, and so they were like, well, we'll help you pay for rent. And they do pay for my tuition too. They've been both saving like their whole lives for like my college fund or whatever. So they've already had that saved up. So yeah, and that takes care of my apartment rent too, if that makes sense. So yeah, they do pay for my rent and my tuition. But my college is actually really, really affordable compared to like other schools because I just pay tuition there and for books and stuff. Like I don't have a food plan, I don't dorm, so it's really affordable compared to like other universities. But anyways, yeah, so they do help me out with that kind of stuff, and they also take care of like my insurance and phone bill. I'm still on their phone plan. But everything else I pay for, everything that you see in videos, my makeup, my clothes, anything extra I want, home decor, anything else. So yeah, but once I'm out of college, I will be paying for everything, obviously. Hope that clarified, because I know a lot of people think like I'm spoiled and like this and that, but really they do help me a lot, obviously. But everything that I show in videos I pay for, and I hate when I get comments like, oh, you're so spoiled, or like, oh, like mommy and daddy's money, when really it's my money. But since they do help me with like my tuition and my rent, I'm able to buy the things that I want. Courtney asked, does your YouTube money make enough to live comfortably without a 9-to-5? Do you plan on working with your family or branching out to a job on your own? And what's your main plan for YouTube after college? This got 4 thumbs up. So does my YouTube channel make enough money for me to live comfortably without a 9-to-5? Yes, for my current situation, it actually does. This is my only job, so this is my only income, and I don't have a 9-to-5. So yes, it does for me right now. I'm very blessed that I don't have to work a 9-to-5 because obviously I'm in college. So I love being able to do YouTube and work from home. It's a big blessing, but it is hard work. And I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, like your videos take 0 effort, which is not true. I just laugh when people say that because people truly don't understand what goes in to doing YouTube as a job. I mean, you've got the filming, the editing, the hours of editing, working with brands, and I don't have a manager or an editor or anything, and I'm really proud to say that because I do everything on my own. So it just makes it 10 times harder, but 10 times more satisfying since I know I'm like doing it all on my own. She also asked, do you plan on working with your family or branching out to a job on your own? So if you guys didn't know, my dad had actually owned a car dealership for 54, almost 55 years, and we just sold it. And so I talked about in that video how my dad has some ideas on like what he wants to own next. We have been like looking at land and everything, and we are like 90% sure on what we're going to do. We just gotta put it in action, but it's already kind of in action, and like we've got the ball rolling on it, but like nothing's finalized yet. But I'm not gonna say like what that is, but if it is what I think we're going to do and what we're planning on doing, then I'll probably right after college work with them and like work on taking it over, because that's what they want me to do. They want to like open this up and then run it for a little bit and then want me to take it over. But then also they have said that they will help me start my own business if that's not what I want to do. But yes, I'm not sure yet, but it's really hard to explain without like saying anything or spoiling anything, but yeah. And then she said, what's your main plan for YouTube after college? I will still obviously be doing YouTube after college. Like I said, I don't know if it'll be full-time, but I will definitely still be doing YouTube for sure. I just don't know if it's gonna be like a full-time thing, because I don't want YouTube to ever be like my main, not my main, it is my main job, but I don't want it to be like the only thing that I do. I want to have another job or something else outside of YouTube, because I just think that would be best. Lindsay said, do you ever struggle with mental health, especially during this time of the pandemic? Love you and your channel. I love you too, and thank you. I definitely do. And right when the pandemic all started in March, it was really hard. I would say like April and May were like my lowest months. Like this was when we were in full lockdown, couldn't go anywhere, couldn't go eat, couldn't go get your nails done, which I know is so like first world problem, but like I couldn't go to any like of my like appointments or anything like that. And like I gained a lot of weight. Actually, I was 12 pounds heavier than I am right now in March, April, May, June, and July. And then August I started like losing the weight. But I think I like gained a lot of the weight from just being stressed and kind of, I wasn't depressed, but I was really just not in a good mindset. I didn't even want to do YouTube during that time. Like I was so like mentally not there. Like I was not motivated to make videos. I was also not inspired. I know a lot of my videos like are like hauls and stuff, and I wasn't even shopping during that time. Part of the reason was because I didn't even like have the motivation to do it, because like I said, that's just how messed up my headspace was. And also I didn't want to be insensitive to the people that were losing their jobs and had lost their jobs. But yeah, so like it just really hit me hard. I don't know what it was. I think it was just a combination of not being able to go anywhere and like take care of myself and like do the things that I like to do, like get my nails done, get my lashes done, get my hair done, and first world problems again. But I think that just kind of contributed to everything. I didn't even want to do school anymore. Like I said, I didn't want to do YouTube. I didn't want to do anything. It was just really sad and like one of the lowest points in my life, and you wouldn't have really noticed. So I took like a couple weeks off of YouTube. I was posting like once every like 3 or 4 weeks, and I just wasn't inspired and motivated. So yes, I did struggle with mental health, but I'm fine now. I was fine like in June. I feel like I got back into it, or maybe end of May, not really sure. I think May I was fine, but it was April. That was the lowest month that I had. But now I'm good and I'm happy, and it's starting to become more of a like reality to me, and like the sense that it's gonna be this way for a while, sadly. And I know, you know, they've got the vaccine and everything, but it's just like the flu, like it's gonna be around probably for a while. And like we're just gonna have to get used to wearing masks all the time. I mean, like for like another year, maybe more, you know? So I've just come to accept the fact that everything happens for a reason, and God has a plan, you guys. Somebody asked, how is the Lululemon closet coming along? Is it finished yet? I hope there's a tour. Ooh, Lincoln asked, where's the best place you've ever traveled to? Hawaii, hands down. Favorite place on earth. It makes me never want to travel anywhere else again, which I know is bad because I still would like to travel like more places, like once the pandemic's over, like Greece and like Bora Bora. Like I said, Greece is another one on my list, but like Greece, Bora Bora, Paris, all those, but they're very expensive, honestly. And Hawaii is still really expensive, but it's not as like as expensive as like Bora Bora, I don't think. I'm not sure. I have to check on that. But Hawaii, just because it's so worth it. If you've never been to Hawaii, you need to at least go at some point in your life if you can. Because it is expensive, but it is so worth it. And I literally think about it all the time. And it just works out that it's my parents' favorite place to travel to also. So we definitely want to go after the pandemic is over. Riley asked, do you plan on continuing YouTube after college? If not, what are your future plans? I already mentioned that. But yes, I will continue to do YouTube, of course. I love it. Even if it wasn't my job, I would do it as like a side hustle. Or not even a side hustle. I would do it as a hobby. Because that's what it started as. That's what I made my channel for, is a hobby. Kylie asked, when will you be done with college and what are your plans after college? So I am a junior right now. I'm going into my second semester. I start January 19th or 20th. I think it's the 19th. My second semester junior year. So then I've got all of senior year and I'm done, but I am getting my master's. I probably will get my master's right after I graduate college with my bachelor's degree. But I mean, I might take a gap year and do my master's like a year later, but I feel like then I won't ever get back into it. So I'm definitely gonna get my master's though, probably right after I graduate. And I'll probably just stay at the school that I'm at now because the business school is really good. So I'll just get my master's in business. I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. But Corrales asked, what is your #1 piece from Lululemon? That is really hard to say. Any Align pant, my scuba hoodies, I have no idea. I can't pick, guys, I can't. Colleen asked, what is your go-to orders from takeout options? Looking to try some new things. Recently, I've been really into chicken Parmesan, which is really weird. I've been craving that. Recently, I've been eating it a lot, and also like mozzarella sticks. So random, but that's like what I eat a lot. Like takeout wise, like I'll go, there's this Italian restaurant near me and I'll get like chicken Parmesan and then they're like mozzarella sticks. But I love Chinese food for takeout. I've been loving that recently, like chicken fried rice or sweet and sour. That's mainly what I've been getting right now. But when I'm a little bit healthier, I love like getting salads from takeout. Well, that's not really takeout, that's more of like to go. But I love Chipotle, I love salads. And another takeout to go healthier option is Vitality Bowls if you have one near you, or like Clean Juice or any smoothie acai bowl place. Claire asked, how do you store your Lululemon and do your parents buy most of your higher end things? So I have a whole Lululemon closet. It's like half all my Lululemon stuff and then half coats and jackets, and it's a huge walk-in closet. And then I also have another closet that's like my regular clothes and stuff, but basically I have a full walk-in Lululemon closet. That's how I store it. And I'll have a tour up very, very soon of the closet if I don't have it up already. If it's not, then stay tuned. And no, my parents do not buy most of my higher end things. I can't just be out shopping and be like, hey mom, like, hey dad, can I buy like a bag with your money? Like, no, I would never do that. And that would never happen. So I buy definitely a lot of my higher end things. I'm 21 years old, I have a job, I can buy it myself, you know? I don't even expect them to get me anything for Christmas or my birthday. They're just very generous and very sweet and thoughtful. Brooke said, where do you get most of your style influence? Honestly, I don't have a specific style icon that I look to. I just kind of know the trends. I'm very good at trend forecasting, but I just kind of know the trends and I just do what looks good. I've always had a really good eye for fashion and like interior design even too, which is really weird, but that's why I'm majoring in consumer apparel retail studies for like fashion, so I can always do something with that like in the fashion industry. But yeah, I just have like an eye for it. I don't really know how to explain it. Jordan asked, what's your shaving routine? You know, girl, I wish I could tell you, but I shave like once a week in the winter. Nothing too crazy. I just use like a sensitive gel and then a Gillette razor. And yeah, that's my shaving routine for like my legs and stuff. But I do get wax down there, so if that's what you're talking about, I don't shave down there, I get wax. Yara asked, what do you get on your nails? I get SNS, always, baby. It's SNS, and then the tips of mine right now are actually gel, but the base is SNS. And then Fifi asked, have you at one point thought about switching majors? If so, to what? Do you have another job other than being a small YouTuber? This is the last question. So I have thought about switching majors to more of like marketing, because at the school that I go to, you can't minor in marketing if you're majoring in business, you have to like, it's weird. I don't really know how to explain it, but I thought that a degree in business admin with a concentration in management would be more beneficial for what I want to do. Because I'm really good at marketing, obviously, because I have a YouTube channel, so I do kind of like my own marketing. So I do like marketing already, just with having a YouTube channel. And then also I used to do marketing for my dad's business. But I just thought that business admin would be more beneficial to me since I already know like a lot about marketing. And if I want to open up my own business, I kind of need that business admin management major. And yeah, but marketing's up there. That's the other one that I was thinking about. But yeah, no, other than that, I haven't really thought about ever switching my major other than the marketing one. And then do you have another job other than being a small YouTuber? No, I do not. I did work at a really small clothing boutique for about 3 years, I think, and they closed it down about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. Yeah, about a year and a half ago they closed down. But I worked there for like 2 or 3 years. And then I also did a lot of work for my dad's company, like marketing, commercials, social media, stuff like that. And I used to also work in the office at my dad's dealership. So I have a lot of experience in retail, but also like marketing, social media, and then like office work stuff. But I loved retail. I did, but I just couldn't see myself like working like retail full time unless like it's my store. But I also couldn't see myself being in an office 24/7. So I'm just too creative for that. And I think I would get bored easily. All right, guys, that is it for this updated Q&A. It was super long, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel below. Click that bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. And also don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, which are on the screen over here, and also listed in links in the description box below. Be sure to let me know in the comments any video suggestions you guys have and what type of Q&A I should do next. And also let me know if you guys even see when I post on my community tab and then where it shows up on your feed or whatever. So I love you guys, and I'll hopefully see you very, very soon in my next video. Mwah! Bye, guys.